Alright guys, I'm Rico.
And I'm Dan.
And we're two dudes. And today we're going to be talking about our journey that took us from being nobodies to six-figure Amazon sellers.
Takes a lot of work, a lot of things that you have to consider. You can't just, make your way right to six figures. It's it's kind of not a jagged path upwards. It's not as simple as a lot of people make it out to be, which is something that you guys really truly need to understand.
It's difficult. All the gurus are talking about, you can make 7 figures a year and this and that. What they're not telling you is that in order to do 7 figures a year, you guys are probably doing $40,000 to $50,000 every single month in product spend. Just product spend. It's not anything else. So unless you guys have $50,000 laying around your first month and probably another $10,000 to drive ads, it's going to be too difficult for you guys to get to that level of the $1 million Amazon store. With us, we weren't expecting to grow like we did. We were expecting to maybe do $2,000 to $3,000 once we're done with it. And we literally woke up one day and we're like, wow, this is taking off. We're doing $100, $200, and then $300, $400, $500, and then doing $1,000, and then doing $1,200, and then doing $1,400, and then doing $1,500. Next thing you know, it's like, we wake up a couple months later, oh snap, we're doing $1,800 days, and we never planned for it. Like we almost literally went broke, doing it. Like,
we did.
Yeah, we went flat broke. The business went flat broke basically. We were putting our own personal money into the business to help grow it. And this is before we even had the chance for ad spend. In order to have ad spend, in order to run a PPC campaign, if you check out another video, we talk about it, but you have to have a buy box. When you're drop shipping on Amazon, you don't have a buy box for your product at first. You basically just have to rely on your product listing and that product being something that people want, and making sure that you provide some form of value. And that's what we did. And just went out there and was like, hey, this sells. Hopefully it does. We did the right research. I knew it was going to, but there's always that, I'm not sure because we can't do the product launch strategies that everyone does, like Zon Jump or Borrow Launch, things like that. And it worked out, and we went broke. Our business bank account was flat, bro. Flat. We were what? Yeah, we were negative at one point. Like we actually went negative at one point because we were selling so much. It's not good.
Not a good thing to have.
It's not a good thing to have. It was a good problem because we were selling. It was a bad problem because we went negative, and so we were taking money out of our own bank account to put in there to fund the business.
Yeah, and it's one of the things that you have to consider as well is, like, let's say for instance you make $1,000 a day. I know we've talked about this before, but it needs to be reiterated. If you're spending 50% of the, let's say for instance you made $1,000 in one day, 50% of that automatically goes to cost of goods. Then let's say for instance Amazon charges a 15% flat fee. It's a referral fee on every product that you sell on Amazon if you're doing self-fulfilled, and even FBA. And if that's a 15%, let's say for instance you're also doing ad spend, which could be another 10 to 15%. If you're sitting at the 20 to 25% range, it's a good profit margin. But if you're growing exponentially, that you're going to blow through that 20 to 25% of that couple $100 that you've done that day that you can take as true profit. You have to reinvest it back in the business immediately to pay for the explosion that you had the day before. So if you go from 1,000 to 1,500 in one day, you've not only exceeded the 20 to 25% you made, but you need to have money to cover that. And that's that's things that you need to understand when you set up an e-commerce business. Is if you don't get these payments each day, which we talked about with payability, you're going to be significantly handicapped, and you need to fund the business. And that's what we had to do. We put in thousands and thousands of dollars of our own money. And just keep reinvesting that money into the business. Don't expect to pay out immediately. Keep reinvesting in the business and just try to grow. Deal with the growth.
If that's what you have to deal with the growth. I mean, there's no way around it. We literally went from just like you guys, not selling anything on Amazon to building a six-figure business. Like we literally went from $0 a day to the magical $1,000 a day and beyond. Within like 90, actually it was like less than 90 days. It was like 70.
We grew so quick. We grew so quick. We got the buy box in 60 days.
That's true. So in order to get the buy box for your dropshipping products, like Amazon is going to have to audit you. And typically Amazon audits after like 90
days.
Like 90 days.
90 to 100.
In some cases, 120 and even longer. There's some people that get audited like 6 months down the line, depending on your selling record. And we made sure that our metrics were good. He made sure that the metrics stayed way above what they need to be. I mean,
team effort.
Team effort. This man makes sure that we keep the money. I make sure we make the money. He makes sure that we keep
the money. Yeah.
Now, our metrics are really good. Amazon did the audit of us and literally woke up one day and were like, we have the buy box for these products?
Yep.
And that's when we started running PPC, and that helped bump us up. So the methods that people would use for FBA, doing the giveaways and running PPC, we were able to do the PPC, not necessarily do the giveaways because, we're not going to be sitting here placing orders for all these people and then, them wait a couple weeks for us to get the reviews and then to get the product. It's not worth it. But running PPC, boom, it helped bump our listings up, and now we don't have to spend near as much money to do the numbers that we do. Now we can kind of sit back and do $35 a day, except for on weekend. Weekends we bump it up.
Yep.
But $35 a day during a week to do that $2,000, $3,000, and that's only because our listings are now officially seasoned. Our listings are on the first page. They're in some cases the first listing on the first page, and then others are like the maybe fourth or fifth listing
still
on the first page. But we're still on the first page, and that's what people are seeing. So we don't have to worry about paying, for those listings to be up there.
Yep. It's natural. Yeah, at some point your ad spend could be decreasing. You could retarget your keywords to spend less money, and essentially a lot of sellers on Amazon don't necessarily need the sponsored ads. At that point, the minute somebody searches for something, you show up first or second. Why would you? You don't need to go out and reach people. They will find you. They'll hit you the minute they get to the page for the product they want.
Worst case scenario, you do very minimal spend, a couple dollars a day, just to keep people seeing that product. If they search and you're not there, but I mean, that was us. We went from
literally
broke to six figures, six-figure Amazon sellers, and we try to give you guys the truth behind like how it actually works and what you can expect. We don't say like, oh yeah, you guys are gonna be the next $1 million Amazon sellers. And most people who are doing that $1 million, most of these $1 million sellers, they're either on board with several other partners who are paying. Oh man, you guys saw that bug? But you guys
get the tact out of
it.
it.
But they're on board with like 3, 4, 5 other individuals who are funding this Amazon store, or they jump on board with the Amazon store that's already profitable. They're not building these stores from scratch in some cases. And then other people, they are, I mean, I'm not taking it away from anyone, but we literally did it. When we say we, it's us. There's nobody else that's doing this for us. There's nobody that did this. We did it. We went from being, nobodies to doing six figures on Amazon, and that's how we can, pay for nice places and have nice cars. And these, it's not, oh yeah, we're renting Lamborghinis and stuff. If you guys see us out, those are our cars.
Yeah.
They're not, somebody else's that we're borrowing for the day.
No, it's ours.
They're not some car service. Like, they're our cars. Our homes. Like, anything that you see, it's our stuff.
It's us, yeah.
And it's because we worked hard to do it, and you guys can do the same thing. You just have to remember that it's different for everyone. So you might only do $5,000 your first month, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That there is nothing wrong with that. Like, don't get in your head that, oh my God, I only did $5,000. I'm a terrible Amazon seller.
Yeah, I need to get to $1 million right away, and that's just not how it happens. You're not gonna do that overnight.
No. Most people don't even make any money selling on Amazon or Shopify.
Yeah, or even eBay.
Or
the
even
competition
eBay.
is tremendous for depending on what you want to sell.
So don't let that discourage you guys. Like, you can take our story and you can implement the tactics that were given to you, and you can become six-figure Amazon sellers. I mean, the only thing that's holding you back, you can hear my neighbors yelling right now. But yeah, so the only thing that's holding you guys back is basically your willpower and how hard you want to work. We worked really hard. We spent a lot of nights up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning listing products. If you guys think you're going to list 2 products and be $1 million sellers, like, it's not going to happen.
No, you need thousands and thousands of individual line items to make that.
And that'll come with variations. So we're not saying you need 1,000 different products. What we're saying is between all your products and stuff, like
variations,
your variations. Like, let's say you're selling T-shirts, based on style and size. Those will bump those numbers up kind of artificially, but you guys can't just be selling one product. Like, I recommend that your first go around it at dropshipping on Amazon, you need to have 50 product listings. 50 product listings. Like parent listings. If you're doing like clothing, you have a parent and child because of size and style. What I'm saying is 50 like parent listings. So 50 different products all together, and that'll give you the best chance for success. And out of those 50, you might have 10 that sell like hotcakes, and then another 5 or 10 that kind of sell a little bit here and there. But that's fine because you have nothing but time. You know, it's not like Amazon's your first line of defense when it comes to your money.
It doesn't cost you anything to list the items either. You know, if they're not moving, leave them. You know, just leave them up there. I wouldn't cancel a listing if, you know, eventually it might catch fire. Just leave it.
Exactly. We have some stuff that doesn't sell at all. Like I think we haven't sold any of some of our products.
Yeah.
There's one we listed, a couple months ago, and they haven't made any sales whatsoever, but that's okay. You know, it costs us nothing to list it. So why would
Could
we
eventually catch
and
fire.
they could take off. You know, it could be a trend, and guess what? You know, we already have that listing, and Amazon's going to take priority for those listings that are already there. So, you know, we could be riding that wave, riding that trend before it even becomes a trend. So you never know. As always, make sure you check out the giveaways, man. The console giveaway, link in the description.
500 subscribers is all it's going to take.
Every
We're almost there.
You know, at the time of this video, we're almost there. We have like 370, 380 subscribers. Probably in a couple days we'll have 500. And by the time you guys see this video, we probably will have already selected that winner and then sent them their console of choice. Join the Facebook group for more giveaways.
Yep.
Weekly giveaways. We do weekly giveaways. At the time of this, which is Sunday, the new champ is David. Tom got knocked off his pedestal. He was a champ for 3 weeks in a row, but he said he's coming back strong for week 5. I don't know how true that is. Maybe it is,
find out.
Maybe it isn't. We're about to find out. If he wins again, yeah, he might just be the reigning champ, and you guys are going to have to do something about that. So as always, guys, man, enjoy your Amazon journey. Make sure you go out there and dominate. I think that's what we're going to call you guys. Dominators.
Dominators.
So, all right, Domination Crew, do what you guys do. We'll check you later.